Welcome to Just the Two. It's been a little while since we've done this series. A lot of changes come into this series, and they're really exciting, so stick around. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe and check out our other YouTube channel for new videos coming out every day. Go to twoinazoo.com and hit subscribe while you're there. Here we go. So to start with, we're not on date night when we're filming this anymore. Look at that. We are actually in the studio. And look at my posture. I'm sitting how I don't usually sit. It's going to be a little bit more of a relaxed series now. And kind of like a talk show vibe, I think is what we're going to have going on here. So, yeah, get comfortable. Yeah. Sit in, get comfortable.
This is not big enough.
This is not big enough for us both to be comfortable because both of us want to lay down. Point. This is okay. That's fine. This series is going to be driven by you, the viewer. We want to know what you want to hear us talking about. This is not a Q&A series, but this is an opportunity for us to tell you stories, for us to tell you our opinions on things. It's kind of inspired by the Shaytards. Shout out to the Shaytards who did a series called, what was it called?
After the kids go to bed?
When the kids go to sleep. And it was just mom and dad just talking about stuff. And sometimes I think they chose their content, but we want you to feel free to send us your ideas for things you want us to be talking about. One of the things we're going to do here is we're going to regularly give shout outs to people who leave comments on this series. If you leave comments on this video, we're always going to take the comment we like best, usually a question. When you ask a great question that will spark great conversation for the next video, we're going to give you a shout out on the next Just the Two video. So we're going to give a shout out today to Derp Ina. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Derp said, do you guys ever share a photo of the wedding day or a photo from the dating period? We would love to see that. We never have, I don't think.
We haven't, but we have pictures.
Not once. So here it is. Here's some wedding day photos. What could we say about our wedding day other than it was just stinking amazing, memorable, beautiful?
Panic attacks.
Thanks. Yeah, she was a little panicky.
Man, a little?
Yeah, I was not. I was just so ready to be married to this girl. But it was a great day. So there's some photos of our wedding day. And we're not to that point in our story. But like I said, if you leave comments and especially great questions, you never know. We might give you a shout out in the next video. And I'll tell you what, if you are this person who we just gave a shout out to, Derp Ina, email us at mikeandmel@twoinazoo.com and we're going to send you a Two in a Zoo pin free. All you need to do is pay $30 shipping and handling. I'm just kidding. We'll cover it for you. You email us, give us your address, and we will send you a Two in a Zoo pin to say thank you for being involved in this video. But today is not about the wedding day. We are far from the wedding day. So since we don't have a lot more content, we thought we would take the last thing we did, which is we were telling the story of how we met and got engaged and got married. And we left you on a big cliffhanger. What was that cliffhanger?
I went to college.
The girl went to college. I met her. We went on 3 amazing dates. And then she just left.
I wasn't going to change my dreams, so I went.
Nope. I think the quote was, no man is so important that I would change my dreams for him.
I'm eating those words now.
Yeah, she's eating those words. Because we're living a dream together. So here's what happened. She went away to college, which was in...
Kentucky.
More specific.
Campbellsville, Kentucky, a very little podunk town.
Oh my goodness.
When I had applied there for my undergrad and decided not to go there, but I didn't have a Walmart at the time. So when I went there for my master's, they had a Walmart, so that was like a big deal.
Oh, huge deal. That Campbellsville got a Walmart. So she went away, but we stayed in contact on the phone practically daily.
I was living in an apartment with these girls that were much younger than me. So we didn't really have a whole lot in common, so I was just one of those people that just stayed there. Everyone else in the house knew each other, and I was kind of the odd man out, and I was a lot older. So I just...
Didn't feel like you could relate?
No.
Were they there for their undergrad work?
They were.
So Melanie's a master's student who comes from out of state, very focused. They were maybe not as focused, because when you're getting your first college experience, you're kind of sometimes there just to go crazy. And Melanie was not. She was there to study, get her MBA, But we did stay in a lot of contact, and I did send her something for Valentine's Day.
You did.
And my intentions were out there.
I still was like oblivious that this guy really truly liked
meant
me.
it. I think you knew that I was into you.
Yeah, I don't know if you ever thought that this was ever going to go anywhere.
Yeah, I thought it could. She was probably on riding the fence between maybe it could and no, it's not real. He's just flavor of the moment.
A good distraction.
A good distraction? Thanks. Jeez, babe.
Well, I'm trying to be honest. It was a nice distraction. I had
as much of a
to.
distraction as I could be, it occurred to both of us that I had gotten to spend a lot of time with her family before she left for Campbellsville. And to this point, she had never met mine. She hadn't met a single person in my family. None of them had attended the church that I met her at, not until way later. So she was coming home for spring break. She was going to be there for a week. And I probably was the one to say, hey, you know, it'd be nice if you could meet my family. And she agreed. And we had planned to meet my family at my sister's house in Lakeland, Florida. And so on, I think it was Wednesday night of the week that she was home, I picked her up, drove to Lakeland, and I remember my mom and my sister were very excited to meet her. They were trying to put on the front that everything's cool and it's nonchalant. But then when it came, I remember when we rang the doorbell, my mom and my sister tried to open the door together, and they were like fighting at who was gonna squeeze in to meet Melanie first.
Right.
It was cute. Both of them trying to like see who Melanie was and greet her first. You know, this was the first girlfriend I'd had in like over a year, and this was the first person I think I dated that was I don't know, but potential for a serious relationship. And my parents knew that. I was an adult man now. I was in college, and this was my first college relationship. And there's a lot more likelihood that when you're in a college relationship that person could be the one versus when you're in high school. You're in a high school relationship. Parents don't tend to put a lot of weight in that. But then,
right.
You know, when you're in college, parents are like, oh, wait, this could be it. You never know when that person is the person. So I think parents always want to be nice to that person in case it does work out. That way they don't start off on the wrong foot,
yes.
And then that person ends up being the person your child marries. You always want to make sure things go smoothly. So they were really nice to her. I think did we eat that? Were we there for dinner?
We went to Roadhouse.
Oh yeah, we went out to dinner.
Texas
You're right.
Roadhouse. So
we met there. We went out to dinner at Texas Roadhouse in Lakeland. Then we came back, and first time ever that Melanie ever showed like a true interest in me. And so I tend to be one that wears my heart on my sleeve. You will never guess what I'm wearing. In fact,
what you're wearing?
I mean, what I'm feeling. You'll never have to guess what I'm wearing. Take one look at me and you'll be like, he's wearing a shirt. No, what I'm feeling. But Melanie tends to be the one that more plays her cards closer to her chest, tells fewer people how she feels. She had, until that point, played cards close to her chest, more so than me. And that night, though, I don't know, and I'll let you speak, because I want you to tell it.
I let my guard down.
She let her guard down. That's a good way of putting it. Correct me.
I used my first pet name for him.
Yeah.
At dinner, and I remember Barb, my sister, like giving eyes, like, what is this? Like, and we weren't even in a relationship yet. He wasn't my boyfriend. I wasn't his girlfriend. We're just, friends hanging out.
Absolutely. We hadn't called it official at all yet. And here I am at dinner, and everyone's just talking. She did something like pat me on the shoulder and say, "Right, babe?" And then she caught herself. Did I slowly turn my head and like give you the eye? Like, what did you say to me? And I could tell that in her mind, Melanie was going, "Crap, what did I just say? What did I just say?"
In front of people.
In front of his family. On the first,
it back.
Right? Because there were witnesses. So she called me babe, and instantly, like, I was just like, it made my heart leap out of my chest because it felt so nice to have her say something like that and show her emotions and all that when she's not typically the kind who would. I think that kind of helped to rip the Band-Aid off so that, because because she obviously was having feelings, you know, whatever those feelings were, and accidentally saying something that reflected how you feel made it to where you were a little more comfortable beginning to naturally express how you feel.
Right.
When we went back to my sister's house, I sat on the couch. She sat next to me, but she sat real close next to me. Yeah. And so much so that when we left, and later on my mom and sister talked to me, my mom and sister said, "So you two are dating, right?" And I was like, "No, we're just casual," and or something like that. And I can't remember if it was Barb who said it. Barb, you tell me if it was you or if it was my mother. One of them said, "Are you kidding me? She melted into you on that couch when she sat next to you. She was just like, like melting into you." And I was like, "Yeah, she was kind of sitting pretty close to me on the couch." Anyways, that the expression at dinner made it to where you were a little more natural for the rest of the evening, and it was very endearing. It was very endearing.
It's easy to have someone at arm's length when you don't see that person.
When you're in Kentucky and they're in Florida.
And we just have phone conversations. It's totally different when, you meet his family, and they were the first family that liked me. Besides my first boyfriend, who his family liked me, everybody else did not like me. No other family liked me, so that was like a good. That was a good sign.
It was a good sign that you got along with my family from day one.
It was a good sign.
When we got in the car that night to leave, I don't remember how I said it or what I said.
I remember where we were.
But I basically called her out on it in a nice way. I was very kind and all that. But I basically said, "Hey, you called me babe, sitting kind of close to me on the couch. You're kind of making your emotions, your feelings toward me known." Long story short, that is the night we started dating officially. We made it official.
We were on our way home from Lakeland.
It started to rain.
And so we went back to Celebration, and we danced in the rain, and so that was like the marking of our first date, which was really romantic.
Quite romantic, yeah.
And we danced to Unforgettable, which is the same song that we danced to at our wedding.
Mm-hmm. I sang it while we were dancing on the same dock that we showed you. I'll actually put a card in the upper right corner showing you a video where we walked with our kids this past December and walked to that same dock. We go there every year, and it's the place we went on our first date. And then here later on, March 23rd, 2005, it's raining, and we're driving back from Lakeland, and I take the Celebration exit. We go to the dock, and we dance, and we're both soaking wet. And did we kiss? No, we did not kiss.
We didn't kiss till way
How
later.
dare I? Yeah,
Later.
Of course we didn't kiss, because this might sound crazy to some of you, but we actually didn't kiss for the first 6 or 7 months of our relationship. And that was intentional, and there's a story there, but that's not where we're going to go tonight. So I think this is where we're going to stop for tonight and say, there it is, the marker of when we began dating.
I still went home to Kentucky.
Yep, and that was rough. She still did go back to Kentucky. So the first 2.5 months of our relationship was spent apart. We were on the phone constantly. That was definitely the point at which we were on the phone every day. We began to call constantly, texting constantly, missing each other terribly, and really just dying for her to get back home for the summer. And she, in neither of our minds at that point was the plan that she would change her plans. This was still what she was going to do. She was going to go to Campbellsville, be there for the 2-year program. We were going to just make it work. It didn't deter us at all. That's what's funny. There a lot of romantic comedies. Whenever people talk about having a long-distance relationship, they have all these deep conversations about should we, could we, maybe it's a bad idea. At no point did we have that conversation. We just said, this is it. We want to be in a relationship. We want to be exclusive. And neither of us said, is the long-distance thing, do you think that could work? We just said in our, it was unspoken that we were just going to make this work. And that's where we will leave our story for tonight. And here's where we're going to go from here. We need more content, so for now we're planning on the next Just the Two being the continuation of this saga. But if you want these Just the Two videos to be a little longer, we would be happy to every time give you a piece of the story, plus discuss some topics that you want to hear Mr. and Mrs. Chandler discussing. Again, there will be a distinction between a strict Q&A video and this being more of a relaxed talk show format, like Wake Up Seattle. Wake up, Florida, something like that. Actually, we're filming at like 9 something at night.
So go to bed, Florida.
Go to bed, Florida. I love you so much. Mwah. I'm glad God chose you for me. So that's it for this video. If you liked it, you know what to do. Thumbs up, give it a like, leave a comment. Make sure to remember that if you are the one whose awesome comment is chosen next time, we will give you a shout out and send you a free 2 in a Zoo pin for participating and helping us keep this series going with great content. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Head over to our 2 in the Zoo channel and subscribe there if you haven't. If you're just now discovering us as a new channel, we would love if you check out our daily vlogs at 2inazoo.com. That's our main channel. We're up to 12,000 subscribers. And if we get to 25,000, we're going on another milestone trip. So you'll want to help us get there. You want to sign us off, honey?
See you tomorrow.
See ya. Announcing the new 2 in a Zoo gift shop. We heard your request and now we have merch available for purchase. Check out the link in the description and be sure to grab your favorite 2 in a Zoo merchandise today. When you receive your item, we'd love to see you wearing it, using it, drinking out of it, or just enjoying it. So be sure to send us a picture of you and your favorite items to Mike and Mel at 2inazoo.com. Thanks for the support and happy shopping.